Hey y'all, it is early. I have to head to the train station, but I said on social media that I would have a recap of GOT7's working eat holiday. You know, the episodes where they are in Jinju and they had a food truck. Now, before I jump into that, let me say a couple things. Lord, it's early, so oh no, don't do that. No, I'm not editing this. I'm just uploading it as is because I won't have time to edit it. I have a busy weekend in Seoul of filming some things. But next weekend's video for episode 2, I'll have the proper intro and all that good stuff. If you haven't checked out One and Only You, the song that they did with Eyelash, the song that they did with Hyolyn from Sistar, check that out. There is no official video for it. It's like a short, a little over a minute video that they did as a special promo video. And then they did a behind the scenes, which is called GOT7 on the Scene. And by the time you see this video, they will likely have 4, maybe 5 episodes already up. Those are much shorter, so I'll be able to insert those into the videos and directly interact with that. But the GOT7 working eat holiday, those videos are almost an hour long. There's no way I would be able to insert them down below in this video and be able to have that on my YouTube channel while here in Korea. It would immediately get flagged and blocked worldwide. So I apologize for that. But yeah, recap, because it's Sunday. It's a Jinju GOT7 kind of day. Excuse me. So the guys, all 7 of them, are going to be spending a little bit of time, a very brief holiday in Jeju-do, this beautiful island here in South Korea. And while they're going to be working. So they decided they were going to do a food truck. And they had a lot of dialogue about it. JB is trying to organize who's going to do the cooking and things of that sort. Jin Young steps up and organizes quite a bit as well too, basically just honestly assuming the mom and dad role of everything. And Mark was talking like a lot, which was really, really cool. It was nice to see the guys together and see them interacting with one another. It feels like it's been a very, very long time, you know. On top of that, they get everything all sorted out. The groups are divided. They've got 3 who'll be doing one thing, 4 who'll be doing the other. It divides up into who's cooking and who's responsible for like decorating the truck and things of that sort. But that gets a little bit further in. We first got to get to Jeju-do. So they're in the van and it's early morning and it's just a handful of the members. It's Jin Young, Yu-gyum, and Mark. They're already in the van nice and early in the morning. And Mark is just having this nostalgic moment. It makes me so happy. Having this nostalgic moment where he's just like, you know, it's been a while since we've been. It's been a while since we've been on vacation. I hope that there's bunkers there and bunk beds. And he's like, well, why? Talking to Jin Young, he's like, you know, I don't really remember why. And he's like, it reminds me so much of our trainee days. And it's just like, for us as I GOT7, or those of us, even if you're not an I GOT7 and you just know about the group, for all of us, they've publicly been on the scene for 4 years. We just recently observed our 4th anniversary. They've been together 5 years at least as trainees and getting squared away and developed, with the exception of Young Jae. His training time was much, much shorter than the rest of the guys. So just for them to have a moment like that to reflect, like, it's been 5 years for y'all. My little heart just felt like it was gonna crack when I watched it, because like we've been able as fans to watch them grow up artistically and personally through the grace of YouTube and the grace of concerts and live performances and events. So that was very darling. They get to the airport. They get to Gimpo Airport, and particularly that day, it was just way too foggy and rainy and whatnot for them to fly out from Seoul. So they had to wait a while, and everybody's got their individual cameras, and they kind of just wandering around the airport. I probably would have lost my damn mind if I was in the airport and they just walking by with cameras on selfie sticks. I wouldn't have been able to handle it. Jackson wasn't there. I'm assuming he was in China doing his own promotional activities. But by the time they all get on the plane and then land, Jackson just magically appears. That's the joy of editing. From there, they rent a car. They rent 2 cars. They have they rent 2 Mini Coupes, and Jackson has a driver's license. JB has a driver's license. Jin Young recently got his, and Mark has his. But at this point in time, Mark and JB are driving. Now, JB has 3 people total in his car, and he's, singing. Every time he drives, he's singing. Or even if he's not driving, if he's in the backseat, he just back there belting. I guess that singing part of his life just can't be diminished. It can't be blown out, no matter how tired and hungry that they all are. The other car, no, I'm sorry, JB don't have 3. JB got 4. He got the magnates in his car. Somebody on the promotional team, the recording, the visuals, the PD name or whatever, hands over to Young J one of the damn karaoke microphones, the one that when you sing it to it, it just amplifies, so you just hear, ah, yeah. I don't know who gave it to him. I don't know why they gave it to him, but it is the best. I kept rewinding that part over and over. They carefully drive to the place that they're staying, and of course, with them being as competitive as they are, they come up with a game to figure out who gets what rooms and whatnot, and JB end up in the living room. Like, of all things, seriously, you the leader, and you end up in the living room. Then they decided they're gonna do like a food truck that has very quick and easy food concepts. Jin Young had the right mindset. He's like, let's cut production time. We'll get things that are cooked very quickly. And they decide on a couple of like rice cups. So like one would have kimchi. Then there's a egg with soy and meat, I think. And then a JG pork cup. So all of these are rice based, but they're very, very quick and easy to make. So before they can really come to that, they all realize they're hungry. They get to the kitchen, and just seeing all 7 of them in there making eggs and whatever they could get their hands on, kimchi bokkeumbap and soup and whatnot, just to be able to eat together. Like some of our guys don't live together anymore. Schedules keep them apart quite often. Can't even talk. It's so early, y'all. It really is. Like, the sun is just coming up, and I'm already in a beanie. Like, I just got to finish changing my top. But just seeing them together and just seeing their comfort with one another, it's very brotherly. It was very special for being a fan, literally from debut, pre-debut actually, just to see their comfort and brotherly love and poking fun at each other and whatnot. It was really good. So my recap of episode 2 will be a little bit more detailed. And like I said, it'll be all filmed and edited and things, but I gotta go make magic happen. So it's time for me to head on out. But if you've been watching it, like, let me know what you thought of the first episode. No second episode details. Let's keep it consistent for everyone. Next Sunday at 7 o'clock and probably 7:30, because 7 o'clock, the 7 time, will be my Jinju's GOT7 time. I'll have the commentary for episode 2, as well as the first of the GOT7 on the scene. I might have said behind the scene earlier, but it's on the scene. GOT7 on the scene. Okay, it's early, like people are asleep. Let me go. Bye, y'all.